Strap yourselves in. I'm going to make the jump to Lightspeed.
What's up, Hyperdrivers? It's Sunday and time for the Cantina Chat. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. This is the Star Wars show where we talk about all things Star Wars in the week, news, collecting, everything that went down Star Wars this week. That's what we do. With me breaking this stuff down is my man, the Raging Mando. What is going on, Frankie? How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? Great week. Getting back into comics and seeing that why I left comics. It's so expensive.
I had a great collecting week this week. I mean, the stuff that I've been able to get this week. You know what I was able to pick up? I got a, pre-ordered anyway, a life-size Bo-Katan helmet signed by Katie
Sackhoff?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
That when it was, I was having that day with eBay, you know, where I was just like really pissed off. Yeah. And then that came in and it just like turned my frown upside down, bro. I was just like totally over the moon that I was able to get that.
Oh, damn, that's sick, dude.
Yeah. So it's going to be like a few months or so, maybe. I think maybe like 4 months before I get it. But super hyped, you know, to get that. I just really cool. I came through with the Hyperdrive group. It was like one of these things that just popped up and I saw it was there. I was like, ooh, bye. It's like
shocking.
I don't want to wait. So I'm a big fan of hers, man. So
dude, that's badass.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So thanks, guys, for joining us for another Sunday live stream. Hope you guys, like I said, had a great weekend. If this is your first time watching us on the show, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all the Star Wars content and jump to Lightspeed with us every weekend here at the Hyperdrive channel. Today, we are going to be talking about news. Dave Filoni got a promotion. That's pretty dope. Really awesome.
He did. He did.
Hopefully spelling the doom for Kathleen Kennedy, but we'll get to that. We have some really awesome collectibles that dropped this week. Really awesome collectibles that dropped this week, Star Wars related. And then we're going to go over our top 5 Star Wars moments in both movie and TV. So that's what we got for the show today. I hope you guys participate in the chat. See who we got in here so far. We got 11 people watching. We got my man Ryder up in here. We got Jedi Master Northwest. We got Rude Boy Order 66 commenting. And Jedi Master again. What's up, George? First time for a live Hyperdrive channel. Welcome, Rude Boy. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Sunday. This is, I think Jedi Master said Sunday church. This is my kind of church. That's what I'm talking about. Real, man. My wife would be like, let's go to church. I'd be like, no. I'm going to watch Star Wars. All right, so first up this week, Bad Batch. The episode 4 came out on Friday. What'd you think about it, man?
A better filler episode. It was a better filler episode.
I enjoyed it. You know, when I saw your comment at first that you thought it was a filler episode, I was a little afraid, you know, and it actually put me off on it for like the whole of the day. I ended up watching it like, instead of like 4 o'clock in the morning, I ended up watching it like around, I think it was like 2. So,
right.
You know.
I got to get out of the waiting for a jaw-dropping moment in every episode because it's just not going to happen, you know. Yeah. But I feel like, what are we in, 3-4 episodes?
Yeah, 4 episodes in now.
4 episodes, like I feel we should have something like
progressing the story.
Post long.
Yeah. I need something more there. I did see, and I don't even know if it's actually like legit because it seems like everybody's putting up a promo video for episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them showed Captain Rex in it. So I don't know if they're taking and just grabbing stuff from the trailers and throwing it in there because a lot of it looked familiar from what I've seen. I didn't really see anything new there. But I'm trying to see if Captain Rex is in this next episode. How did we get from this last episode to Captain Rex? You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Nothing in these last 3 episodes have made me feel like we're going somewhere with it yet. So
the watching Screen Crush's take on the episode though, that made me rewatch it.
Did you?
He's got some really good points in there.
I gotta watch his thing. I like his show.
So his basic breakdown is that like we're trying to figure out who is she answering to.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for this to work, I got to rewatch The Mandalorian and see when Fennec is her relationship with Boba Fett. You know, the things that she has said. So his take is she answering to Boba Fett?
That's what I thought. I don't know if I said it in my reaction on our MCE movie night. So we got to do an episode for the MCE movie nights, by the way.
Yeah.
We got to watch something else or whatever. We got to do something else on that show. But I did my reaction on that channel. I'll leave a link for you guys to get to that. I think I already have one in the description if you guys want to see it. But I want to say that at the end, one of my thoughts about it was that I think that I'm hoping that it's a younger Boba Fett. You know.
Yep.
You know, because he would
so
still be around.
The reason they were going with that was because if you look at the episode, it has a lot of Attack of the Clones tie-ins. The way the chase through the city.
Right, that did do a little
her
like that.
hanging, all that stuff, and then in that, remember that Django had hired an assassin,
right?
So all these little tie-ins,
true,
made sense. It made sense,
and even Fennec's outfit kind of reminds me a little bit of
Zam Weasel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I liked his take on it. So I'm gonna watch some more of that Mandalorian, that episodes, and see. You know, the things that she says, do they know? Because I don't know what I remember of the Mandalorian. I'm feeling like they didn't really know each other before he saved her.
Right. Yeah, that's how I felt about it. But they never really touch on that. They just show him his shadow standing over her, and in the next episode or next season, they already know each other. So we don't know if that's the case or not.
But you know, the way they do things, and Dave Filoni's already, you know, probably got his wheels turning. He's thinking about, he looks at it and he finds the loopholes, and he's like, okay, I can do this with it.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. We got CBS Sci-Fi in the house. What's going on, man? Star Wars. How are we all? Good, man. How are you? Thomas Rohn's joining us. Hope I pronounced that name right. Hello from London, England. Nice. I always like when we can get people overseas. That's why I did the show earlier for Sundays, man. Very cool. Graham Loki's in the house. What's going on, dude? It was better than last, but not fantastic. Gil Arredondo. I think that's what it is. Hello, guys. Hello for the channel. How you doing, man? My overall thoughts were I need to watch it one more time. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than the last two. Just waiting, you know, hoping that it progresses more. It's all my thing.
Yeah, so, I don't see nothing that happened though that would make me think Rex is going to be in it. Yeah,
I didn't get that from that. Like my feelings behind the next episode is we're going to get more about Fennec. Is what I'm guessing. Hoping for anyway. All right. Then one of the biggest news this week is that Dave Filoni got a promotion. Although from what I read, it really wasn't that he got the promotion right now. He's had this promotion for a year now.
Yeah, it's just made it sound like it's more public.
Yeah.
Like he's been doing the job already.
Yeah. Executive Creative Director. Nice. Like, dude, that's awesome.
Perfect person for that.
Right? But can you imagine all that? It's like, you know, you get hired by George Lucas to head up Lucasfilm Animation. You do a bang-out job on the Clone Wars. You do a bang-out job on Rebels. You do a bang-out job with Mandalorian. And now you're in the executive creative. I mean, that's as a Star Wars fan and knowing he's a Star Wars fan, he's got to be like giddy when he got that.
Oh, I'm sure he's got to be sitting down. I mean, think about it. It almost didn't happen because he thought the whole thing was a joke, right? When he got called to George's office.
Yeah, right. And now like, look where he's at. You know.
Yep. Now he's heading it. Went from SpongeBob to this.
Yeah, that is so cool, man.
But he gets it, and that's what we love about it.
So the thing that I got from it initially when I saw the post, I was like, awesome. You know, this, you know, everybody's like, Kathleen Kennedy is leaving, you know, and what's this going to mean? You know, he's going to take over and all this stuff, you know. And then I found out that he got this promotion a year later. But there's been rumors that have been going around for well over a year, you know, that Kathleen Kennedy's on her way out. So I wonder if this is our first evidence that maybe that is possibly what's actually happening and that, you know, she is on her way out. But
so,
you know,
I mean, she's been tied with it for so long. I have to think that maybe her, you know, it was more of a role that she wasn't ready for. There has to be something she's really good at. Otherwise, she would not be in the position that she's in.
Right.
So maybe now this lets her step back to whatever it is that she's really good at doing and let him take over the creative side. True.
What's up, Lego Carisian? Thanks for joining us, man. I love that name, by the way.
That dude's name, man.
I love that dude's name. Like, I can see him jumping in and he throws his Lego and he's like, hello there. All casual.
I do love that name.
You know, for all the flack that she gets, you know, mostly from us as older fans, there is a large amount of people that love the new trilogy. So, and like what she's done. And there are some things that under her helm have been good. Like, you know, The Mandalorian is under her helm, and so was Solo, and so was Rogue One. You know, that was under her time there. So, you know, I still, you know, the last trilogy still sticks so bad with me that it's like, and her whole mentality.
Because you didn't grow up with it.
Yeah.
So this, for those ones that grew up with it, that's a little different for them as opposed to what we had. I mean, even for me and you, ours is different to a point.
Yeah, which we're going to find out here in our top 5 moments. But I have a feeling that both of ours they're going to have some similarities, but I think we're going to have some differences.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I'm interested to hear what yours are. Also, guys, we're going to be talking about that towards the end of the episode. So if you got your thoughts together on what your top 5 moments of the Star Wars movies and TV series,
live action,
cartoons too, not just live action. I got.
Clone Wars you put the cartoons in there?
Absolutely, dude. Clone Wars is amazing. Anything Star Wars. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what your top 5 moments in Star Wars are. We're going to get to that towards the end of the show. But getting back to this Filoni thing, I'm really happy that he's been promoted to that position, and I'm hopeful that he finally takes over, and then we start to see, more of this what we're getting with the Mandalorian across all of the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, the way it all ties together and filling it. And the really good thing that I love about it is the So Gone extended universe is actually relevant because he pulls from it.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I'm sorry. I heard you, and at the same time I see Outlaw Pete's comment. Always got to come in with a Star Trek. Boo this man. I love when Spock gave life for Boo this man. Boo.
Yeah, they save the whales.
Right? The next, I mean, I did love that other episode, man. The hell with that.
Now I see why him and Craig get along.
I know, right? That's what they do, man. They just sit here and troll me the whole time. What about that Republic? What was the name of that show? That the New Republic, Rangers of the New Republic.
Rangers of the New Republic.
How'd that come about?
So not happening.
So I mean, the rumors. Well, because we had rumors last week or week before that they're possibly trying to bring
Cara Dune back
or
Gina
Carano. And then now we get a cancellation. Do you think they just cancel it because we just want to throw these rumors off? Forget that. We're not bringing her back.
I'm thinking so. They said that they never really. I mean, they announced the show. They had ideas about it, but nothing was ever. There was no production going on. There was no preliminary stuff going on. So they just shelved it, I guess. I think really, like I said the other day, I think they're waiting to see how this awards thing go and what kind of backflack they get for it. And then if it just smooth sailing over, they'll bring her back. Cancel culture has moved on to something else.
True. Yeah, they forget about her.
Yep.
I'm sure if they do bring her back, you're gonna have resurgence.
You'll probably get a little bit, and then it'll amount to nothing.
And looking at it, man, Rangers is probably the easiest one to cut from the list, right? So.
Yeah, we don't know what the bigger story, because he's got to have a bigger. I'm sure he's already working on a bigger story, right? How does all this fit together? What's the end game in it? Yeah,
I mean, it didn't really hurt me so much because I don't know what the story was going to be about, but at the same time, it's like one less Star Wars thing has got me it makes me feel like don't announce all this stuff at once like that. Just tell us the most immediate ones, but don't tell us stuff that's coming out 3 years from now.
Right. Yeah, because right now, I think the one that would hit me the hardest would be the Acolyte.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what that one is.
Acolyte does seem like it would be cool. I'm really hoping that's going to end up being something Old Republic, is what I'm hoping for. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Darth Maul.
I don't want it to be Palpatine.
I don't want it to be Palpatine either. I'd prefer much older.
Just a new character. Yeah, that's what I want. A new character. You're just learning about the Sith and stuff like that.
Let's see what we got from the comments so far. Looks like Gil was laughing at my boo comment, I hope, at Outlaw Pete. CBS Sci-Fi is saying, you and Seth are a bad influence on me. Got my first Star Wars Lego ship and 2 figures from the Bad Batch. No, I'm Hot Toys.
Yep. That's how it starts, man. They do that to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's part of our thing.
That's why I got Echo now coming in.
Writers saying just like what they did to James Gunn. I'm guessing that's in reference to Gina Carano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, he came back.
Jedi Shizzle's in the house. What's up? Yeah, and Gunn did come back. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So more than likely, I expect that she will come back. You really can't move on with Mandalorian without her, really, because I mean, even though she's a side character, she's a pretty, integral side character. I think, part of his team. So I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Star Wars Celebration. If you guys are planning on going to that, June 1st is they're opening up the hotel reservations for that event. I would love to go. I would love to go. Believe me, I'm gonna be there June 1st, looking to see what the prices of this stuff is, because I may end up flying out to Anaheim. You know, the last time I went to one was here in Orlando. That was 2014, I think. It's been a long time.
I have not been to one.
You've never been to one?
No, I have not been to one.
Dude.
No.
Dude, it is a fun time, man. I love Star Wars Celebration. I've been to 2 of them. You know?
Oh, that's sick.
It's a great time, dude. You know, a bunch of Star Wars cosplay left to right, you know. Yeah. All kinds of different panels.
And just so much stuff to buy.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to buy. A lot of good artwork, you know. I found when I went the last time, we went to a panel about collecting, right? And they had Kotobukiya there. I think Royal Selengar was there. Sideshow, Hot Toys, a bunch of companies were at the event, and they were as we're going in, they're giving raffle tickets, right, as they're going in. So I think Seth was with me, and Eric was with me. Seth and my friend Eric were with me. Both of them not really wanting to go into this panel. They wanted to go walk around. You know, I'm like, man, but they're giving tickets. He's like, tickets to what? I was like, I don't know. So at the end of the event, they're raffling off collectibles there, like EFX helmets and stuff like that. They're raffling all this shit off, and I miss it by like 1 number, you know. And I'm just like, damn it, you know, throw my ticket on the floor. I'm all pissed off. But still, man, the whole event was great. That's the first time I met Susan from Sideshow at that event.
The one that's not there anymore?
The one that's not there anymore. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's the first time I ever saw her. This was like before they started doing the whole Sideshow live thing.
I heard she was pretty cool to meet.
She is a really nice woman. They had a life size, or I think it would be life size, or maybe smaller, but a Rancor that you can like take photographs with.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's really cool. Hey George, do you have that dope Hyperdrive shirt on the MCE store? Gil, no. This Hyperdrive shirt is actually for the Hyperdrive Facebook group. So if you're a fan of the Hyperdrive, our YouTube channel is linked with their Facebook group. In the description, you can go to their group, and they actually have a link there for their t-shirts, and you can get one of these, and it says the Hyperdrive. I got a special one that says the Hyperdrive crew, but I think the normal one says like Hyperdrive member or something like that. But great group. All about Star Wars collecting, lots of positivity in that group. You know, everybody's posting their collections and things that are coming out. Awesome group, man. If you like collecting like that, Star Wars collecting, definitely join the group. I am going to introduce, though, a Hyperdrive YouTube shirt soon. So that'll be coming out pretty soon. Sweet. And then my Medina Lorian shirt. I gotta get that produced. You know what Seth and I are looking into right now? Making minifigures of ourselves for the Legos. Yeah, for the Lego.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're gonna try to make minifigures of ourselves, and I want to get the Medina Lorian printed on the chest of my minifigure.
Now I want to see a stop motion movie of it.
That's what I want to do. That's my thought about it. My whole end game about the whole thing is I'm gonna do this little stop motion animation. I'll have a lightsaber. You know, it'll be cool. What else we got here in the chat? Let's see, Lego Calrissian. My bucket list is to go to Celebration. And go to Galaxy's Edge. Both of those, great, man. You gotta do it at least once, man. Try. See what he's got. CBS Sci-Fi.
CBS, yeah.
I've had 3 original Star Wars trilogy posters wrapped up for 31 years. I've taken them to the shop to get them framed on the wall. Can't wait. Oh, nice, man. That's dope.
Yep, you feel good when it happens.
Yeah. I still have my posters wrapped up too, man. I haven't opened them up yet. Okay.
I don't have an original though.
I don't have an original either. Mine's probably more like yours. Sci-fi, nice. All right, what's we got? Graham. He's all over the Medina Lorian t-shirt if that's released.
It does look good. That logo you did was great. Especially with you and the silhouette of you.
Yeah, man. I had a great... And my brother saw it, and he's like, I want one. He's like, but you need to change the silhouette to me. So I'm like, why you got to make it like that, bro? It's about me. So... Did you see the XM Malik? And yes, I did, and we're going to talk about that here in just a few.
Yep.
My man Joseph's in the chat. What's going on, dude? Joseph's going to be joining us here pretty soon on the stream. Cool. One of these days. He's never been to a Star Wars Celebration either. So I don't know, Joseph. Maybe we should skip San Diego Comic-Con this year and just go to Star Wars Celebration.
Joseph hasn't been to a celebration?
I'm surprised. Yeah, I figured he would have, of anybody.
that was like.
Yeah, if you guys don't know Joseph, we had him on the MCE channel, and we featured him as one of the collectors. We had an interview with him. His amazing collection of movie memorabilia is outstanding. So,
And amazing is a very poor adjective.
Star Wars collection is insane.
Incredible.
You know, and his knowledge about all this stuff is insane too, which is why I want to have him on the show with us, is because it'll just add one more member to everything. We could just keep on shooting shit, you know. What else we got here? We got Jedi Master Northwest. What do you say? Says this. I like Attack on Hoth with Luke with I'm Your Father scene. Darth Maul is alive in the Clone Wars and Vader moment. Scenes. Yeah, cool. Those are cool scenes. The Vader I'm Your Father moment is definitely on my list. Have you seen Jazzix 1/6 Snowspeeder? No, I haven't seen the Jazzix Snowspeeder yet. I got to check that out. I know they just re-released the Death Star scene, so that's gonna be cool. Got tickets for Friday Star Wars Celebration. Will be my first. Nice, man. Good job, George. Very cool. All right, we got 28 people up in the chat. That's what's up, man. We're increasing little by little, man. Last week I think we had 21. We got 28 today. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. We got Ryder. He says, Joseph, hey, is room ready? Hey, is the room ready? It's going to be a while before that. Great collection. I watched the stream back when you were a couple weeks ago. Nice. All right. So let's talk about some collecting.
Yeah.
What came out this week in Star Wars? Let me get my screen here share going. And start it off. Here we go. Screen. All right, first up, Gentle Giant dropped this. This is the, get my notes over here so I know how much things cost. This one's $120. It's a mini bust. So you get the option for Kanan with or without the mask. I really like him without the mask, right?
Yeah, it does look good without it.
Yeah, I'm digging that. That's how he looked at in the,
I like
the
both,
final
man.
episode.
Really, that's one of those rare ones where you're like, damn, I'd almost get both.
No,
just buy two, and then have them both displayed.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. It's not, $120 isn't that bad.
Oh, because his hair's even short there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at the final episodes, he trimmed everything down.
Yep.
Suit's good. I like the lightsaber.
Dude, I mean, by now it's not a spoiler, right?
What?
On Kanan.
No, nothing's a spoiler with the
So, I mean, when he died, that was pretty emotional.
It was
freaking emotional, man.
It was very emotional. Very, very emotional.
I had to rewatch it. I'm like, I cannot believe they just killed him off.
I'm telling you, man, what I love about these cartoons, like Rebels, right? First season of Rebels, I was like, oh, man, what are we going now? It's just like bringing us back to like the first couple episodes of the Clone Wars. And the final episodes, it was so I guess, mature, you know?
Yeah.
The animation, everything about it, him dying, that I was like, wow, man, they really killed off a main character in the cartoon. So very
that looks
cool.
good though.
Yeah.
Who's making that?
Gentle Giant.
Okay.
I got two pieces here from Gentle Giant actually. So this next one is for us old guys, Stormtrooper from Star Wars.
Oh man.
Right? This is really nice. They're only making 1,000 of these things.
That brings out some nostalgia. Really, only 1,000?
Only 1,000. This one here is $250. Already up.
It's already up.
Yep. 250. I think it's 1/6 scale is what they're calling these. They're I forgot what they're calling them. Milestone pieces, I think is what they're called.
Oh man. My wife's
CBS Sci-Fi is saying Hot Toys Captain Rex is out in June. He will also look cool. Man, I can't wait to get my Captain Rex, dude. I'm like so looking forward to that. But man, the leather. They got nice leather on the gun holster here. And I like
it. Looks good.
It has the weapon in there, and I still been looking. You can take it out. I'm imagining this is just a swap part. Yeah. So like when he's holding the E3.
Yeah, you can see there.
Yeah, the E11. I mean, sorry, E3. What am I talking about?
That's the other good. That's the other badass.
Yeah. One of these days I'll have both. I love it. It's great.
So is this the first one in that series, or
No.
Do they have more?
They have more.
Okay.
I think they did one with Vader on the gantry with Luke. They have a Princess Leia where she's laying down in the detention center, and they also have one where she's laying down next to Jabba the Hutt.
Okay, that's the Master series.
I think they're called the Milestone series.
Milestones, I mean.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into those.
Yeah, very cool. All right, here's the one that I'm super excited about. XM Studios, Darth Revan.
That looks really good.
So
right there. I love that right there.
Yeah. This represents the very first time that Darth Revan is being produced in a 1/4 scale statue. There's been one other full statue done by Gentle Giant. I'm not sure if any other licensed company has created another Revan, but it's never been done by Sideshow. So, super impressed with this piece.
The only thing it's missing, obviously.
What's that?
Light up feature.
Yeah, XM doesn't do light up lightsabers, man. And I don't totally hate it. I mean, it's nice when you take and you have the light up lightsaber, but they go bad eventually. So, or I never turn them on. They end up sitting in my collection room, just with the lights off anyway. I do like that they did an accurate representation of the lightsabers. So like you see in the purple one on the left hand.
Yeah, the way the hilt and stuff is.
Yeah, they did their research. So good job with that. So yeah, really really awesome. When I heard that they were doing this, I didn't even wait, man. I was like, yes, need to have this because I love Revan. So favorite.
When's it supposed to ship?
Probably a year. Who knows? I'm gonna go with a year. With all this COVID stuff, you never know when this stuff's gonna ship anymore. It's like order it and hopefully it comes soon. Malik was also released too.
They got a price on it yet?
Yes. So Revan and Malik are going for $994 USD, or if you're overseas, $12.99 SGD, and then you can get the set for $18.36 USD.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and they come with matching base numbers. So they're only making 799 of both of these guys.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's really nice.
I like how that looks melted. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I like that you got the swap out mouth. So you have the
when you can take that guard off.
Yeah. So we see look at the other picture.
There it is. Yep.
That's dope. That's really cool. You can see these.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, really, really cool. Have you ever read the Old Republic comics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they introduce him there a little bit. So that's pretty neat. George says he ordered Revan also. Good job, man. Congrats. Malik is cool, but Revan is the one for me. That's how I feel, Graham. I am going to get to see both of these, but only because a friend of mine that lives close to me is ordering Malik. So I'm going to get to see Malik, but the only one I'm getting is Revan. Oh. Yeah, because money's getting tight. This stuff is expensive, man.
Yeah, it is.
And I had the Gentle Giant Revan, man. I had it. And I was going through some stuff at that time. I was like, okay, I could live without this. But at that point in my collecting life, I wasn't collecting just Star Wars, collecting a lot of other stuff too. So I thought it was smaller scale. I'll sell it off for now. Maybe I'll get it back. But now I can't even afford it. They're wanting some crazy money for that piece. So really happy to be able to get Revan now.
That's why I just fight the urge anymore. Because later on, it's going to end up being worse. Yep.
Yeah, I hear you. Hot Toys dropped this guy, the artillery stormtrooper.
Yep, saw that.
This one's going for $250. No, $220. $220 for this guy. I'm not going to get it. It's cool. But
he's not going to get it now.
No, I'm not going to get it. I don't know what it is. Like I like clone troopers with the colors, but I'm not a fan of the stormtroopers with the colors. Like I want my stormtroopers all white.
You know why?
Why?
Because we weren't really introduced to them back then. There was no color variation in their helmets and stuff.
Yeah.
It throws it off for me.
Yeah,
I do that.
I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. Something about it. Yeah, I guess that's it. But it's cool, and I get what the whole point is to differentiate between them. But to me, it's like it makes you a target. Yeah. You see the one where that's the yellow one. He's got bombs. Kill him.
Yeah, you don't want to make it easy for them. So the yellow ones have heavy artillery. Do not let them
Those are priority. They don't need to have good aim. They just got to be the general location. Graham's saying it's $13.50 to get Revan to me in the UK, but for me it's a must. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Absolutely. So that's the artillery trooper. Wonder how many. I know Seth didn't grab this one yet, but he usually just waits to see him in person. It may end up being that for me too, but I don't have any 6-scale stormtroopers other than the sand trooper. And I got a scout
couple
trooper.
of the originals.
Yeah.
I like to get at least 4.
Yeah. Well, I want 2 premium formats to flank my Vader. Because I feel that would be cool. You know, and then I have the Imperial Troopers to flank my my Emperor when I get the Emperor.
Yeah.
You know, I think all that together would work. So, take up bad space, but it'll be worth it.
Just make sure the Emperor's standing up.
Yeah. Yeah, easily. Well, the throne one looks good with it, too. All right, and I got this one for you guys. Unlicensed piece. Thought maybe you guys can take a look at it and see what you guys think. Got a Captain Rex.
Oh, nice.
So this one comes with 2 different bases.
Dude, the weathering on the uniform is
Looks good, right?
outstanding.
Comes with 2 different bases. You got that option for the end of the Clone Wars, where they're standing over the ship that crashed. Right, he's there with Ahsoka.
Yep.
Which is cool. The portrait, you know, it's close. It's not accurate. I would display him with the helmet anyway.
He looks a lot older.
Yeah, he looks a lot older in the portrait.
Yep.
You know, but I like this position a little bit more.
I like the Ahsoka helmet.
Yeah, in the back.
Because that was a hell of a scene, too.
Yeah.
When she went up in front of all of them and they all had their helmets painted.
Yeah. Yeah, that was emotional. A lot of emotional scenes in the Clone Wars. Yeah, it's really, really nice. So this one already sold out. So this portrait here is like when he got the chip removed.
Yeah, and you're right. Seems like there's some depth missing on the portrait.
Yeah. Well, I
It's
think
like some spots of the face look very bland.
yeah. Yeah, this one here, like I really love his sculpts. The portraits have a pretty closeness, but with the paint, I feel like they need a little more like that, like some shading or something to go with it. Because then you have all this ultra detail in the armor. Look at the boots; look really dirty.
Yeah,
and the scuffing and everything looks really good there. And the scuffing in the helmet, like they got the helmet spot on. You know, I love the helmet. And I also like that if you don't have the ability to display this bigger base, you know, you can have the small base. You know, it shows them on the looks like a ship.
Where's this Rex from? Who's making it?
NYC.
NYC.
So, yeah, really cool.
That the same one that did your Cad Bane?
Cad Bane. Mm-hmm.
They do some good stuff.
Yep, I like their stuff, man. I like their stuff. I like that they're doing stuff that isn't being done.
So when they doing Boba Fett?
I don't know. See, that's something that's always being done. They stay away from the stuff that's always being done.
But it's not done their way.
So that's it. That is come out this week, Star Wars related. I checked on Hasbro site also to see if anything came up from the Black Series. I will say for certain that the Clone Wars Black Series. Did I say Black Series? Black Series. That the Clone Wars Black Series wave is already hitting Target stores. I know a lot of people that have gotten the figures already. Seth was able to pick up the Echo for me. And I also, if you're one of the people like me that ordered their EU Star Wars figures from Hasbro Pulse, you can get them faster if you order them from the Star Wars store from Shop Disney. I'm sorry, the Disney store from Shop Disney. I ordered mine last week, and they all arrived this week. And they're not supposed to be here until like July, according to Hasbro Pulse. So if you want to get those, Frankie, I will say that you should get. I should have brought the box up. So have you seen the box on those things? Dude, those things look cool. They're like little VHS cassettes, you know, and they got the cover. Really? Yeah, so like the Luke has the cover from was it not Shadows of the Empire, but oh man, the one that had the first appearance of Thrawn.
Heir to the Empire.
Heir to the Empire. Yeah, it has the cover from Heir to the Empire with Luke on the front cover.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then it opens up, and then you have Luke on the inside. The box is a hard case, and it's really nice, man. All of them look like that.
Okay, I have to get that then.
Yeah, not bad at all. I think it's only like $20 or $25 per figure.
That's not bad.
Not bad. All right, so now we're gonna go over our top 5 Star Wars moments. So, how are we gonna do this, man? You're gonna do one, and I'm gonna do one. We're gonna start from 5 and work our way back.
Okay, yep. Start from 5, work your way back.
All right, you go first.
All right, going first. For me, number 5 would have to be Luke lighting his green lightsaber in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which scene was that? That was That was the first time on the sailing barge.
On the sail barge.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I was around for the original trilogy. So,
right.
He loses his lightsaber. And back then, for me, I was what? So that was 83.
Right.
I was what? 11.
Right.
So, you're just expecting blue. I didn't hear a lot of the chatter about, nobody was really concerned about what color lightsaber or anything like that. You're just expecting it to be blue.
Right.
And then it lights up and it's green. You're like, oh my God, and it was so bright and brilliant. I mean, it was just freaking amazing.
Isn't the reason why they went with green is because they couldn't film the blue
out in the desert?
What it was? On the desert?
Yeah. So that's the only reason they changed it. But there was like no real big conversation that I knew about going on about different colored lightsabers. Like it was whenever Attack of the Clones or Phantom Menace came out.
Yeah. That was an exciting scene, especially they had the music going on in the background. And he does that flip on the thing. Yeah, it was great. That was
and he just lights it, and you're like, "Oh my God, it's freaking green!"
That is pretty cool.
And the poster throws you off because the original poster was just his hands with the blue lightsaber.
Right. True. That's true. It's a very exciting moment. All right, so when Frankie brought this up to me, because he's the one that came up with this idea, he said Star Wars franchise moments, which then I had to clarify what he meant by Star Wars franchise moments. Because that's a lot, So I chose to go with, all the way around cartoons, TV shows, and the Star Wars movies. So my number 5 moment actually comes from the Clone Wars, and that is Season 5, Episode 16. That would be where Darth Sidious enters Mandalore and fights Darth Maul and Savage Opress. And the reason why I feel like that was a pretty badass moment was because I was a little disappointed in what I saw in Revenge of the Sith. I had read the comics, or not read the comics, but read the audiobook, heard the audiobook, and in the description of how that battle took place between the 3 Jedi that were trying to arrest Sidious was much more detailed in the book than what we saw in the movie. In the movie, like he killed those guys like real quick, but you never really saw much. In the Clone Wars, when you see him fighting Darth Maul and Savage Opress, that was wild, man. He whips out the 2 lightsabers, and you really see that evil that's in Sidious, man. I was just like, man, this is cool. I remember getting goosebumps when I saw it. I was like, okay, this guy is the man, man. So yeah, that would be my number 5 moment. Oh.
All right,
man. 4.
4. You start on 4.
All right, number 4 moment. So again, going back to the Clone Wars, talking about season 2, episode 22, the Twilight of the Apprentice. That was when Anakin proves that Ahsoka is innocent, but then she ultimately leaves the Jedi Order. I felt like that had a lot of weight to the episode. You had parts in that entire story arc where you had what's his name, Ventress, who is now trying to help the Jedi or help Ahsoka. You had the other Padawan that became evil. I forgot her name at the moment, but she is the one that actually ended up blowing up the Jedi temple. I'm trying to remember her name, but I can't remember for the life of me.
Her name.
But ultimately, Ahsoka leaves the Jedi Order, and I felt like when you see that scene, it has a lot of weight with Luke or with Anakin, and it gives you that whole reason. It gives you more reason for him turning to the dark side, I think, than even the whole idea of his wife dying.
Dying of sadness.
Yeah, dying of sadness. So I felt like it had a lot of weight to that whole thing. So I thought it was a good episode as well.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. All right, man, you turn.
For me, number 4 would have to be outside the torture room in Bespin, when Boba Fett just looks at Lando.
Right.
Just that look, like, I don't give a shit about you at all. I don't care about you. And then when Vader comes out, and then that whole interaction, like, just the fear, because back then, again, you got to think, you don't know, why is everybody so afraid of this guy? And that's just giving you more reason of why Vader was such a badass.
Yeah.
But really with Boba Fett, that whole scene with him, because it was just, you don't know who the hell he is, and his whole body language was like, I will mess you up.
True. Yeah, that's true.
I just love that whole scene.
It's awesome how much emotion you can get out of both those characters, even though they're wearing helmets.
Right.
You know, you just see their bad attitude when you look at them.
Yeah, and when you see interviews with Jeremy Bullock, he was like, he just channeled Clint Eastwood. It was, what would he have done in this suit?
Right. See what people are saying in the comments. Oh, my brother's in the chat. What's up, John? We got Lego Calrissian. He's saying number 5, Yoda versus the Emperor fight. That's a dope fight. That was a good one. That was really good, actually. Yoda was awesome in that fight. Graham is saying that was amazing when she left also. Very emotional. Yep.
It was. Totally was.
All right, your turn, man. Where we at? Number 2?
All right.
Number 3.
Number three. We're at number 3. Number 3 for me would have to be Vader's entrance in A New Hope, or Star Wars as I knew it.
Okay.
Yep, I remember sitting there in that theater, man. When he walked in through there, just stopped, looked around, like it's like, what is this? What is this?
True.
Could not get enough of that.
He freaked me out the first time I saw him in a movie. I was like, yo, this is cool, but at the same time, I was like, who's this dark big guy? And he could lift people up off the floor. I'm like, he's huge.
Just his whole entrance, it was just the smoke in the hallway, all those stormtroopers, they just stop. He doesn't even say anything. Looks around and then walks off. I mean, best freaking villain entrance ever.
Yeah, that was a really cool scene. All right, my number 3 is, I'm like all animated here. Like I told you, ours are going to be very different. Rebels in season 2. This is episode, I don't know what episode it is anymore, but I know it was in season 2 towards the end. Vader versus Ahsoka. That scene right there, super cool.
That was the holocron, right? When they were messing with the holocron.
At the very end. And actually, I think I got my names wrong now. So season 2, episode 22 that's the Twilight of the Apprentice. The Ahsoka one was actually season 5, episode 20. That was the other one. But this is in season 2. I had to write some of this stuff down because I had to think about it. But so Vader versus Ahsoka. So the last time we saw, when the Clone Wars ended, it ended actually with the season where Ahsoka leaves the Jedi Order. That's how the Clone Wars originally ended. Never expected to see anything on Netflix, but then season 5 I think was on Netflix, and season 6 obviously was on Disney Plus. So there was this void of Star Wars after the Clone Wars ended. Then we got Rebels, and then we saw that Ahsoka came back, and then we get that fight when Ahsoka sees Luke, or sees, I keep saying Luke, sees Darth Vader for the first time in all of these years, right? And now they have their fight, and there's that whole thing where she says that she's, I think she says that she's going to get her revenge on the death of her master, and then and then Vader says, revenge is not the Jedi way, and she's like, I am no Jedi. And then she just fights. She knocks the mask off, or the face gets cut off.
She gets cut. Yeah, he cuts the helmet.
Super emotional fight. Super cool scene. Very neat. And then you have that ending where the whole thing collapses, and you know Vader survived, but you don't know if Ahsoka survived at that point. Right. Yep. So very cool emotional scene again. I think on the Rebels show. All right, number 2, right? We're number 2 or number 3?
Number 2.
Number 2.
So number 2. Go ahead.
So, number 2, I was tossing back and forth between the final fight in Return of the Jedi with Luke and Vader. But ultimately, I went with the Clone Wars episode where they introduced that I can't think of what his species is, a basilisk species, where they have it's a Jedi named Krell, and Krell is this Jedi who is using Clone Wars to kill using clones to kill clones, and he has control of the 501st Battalion at that point, or division of it, because Anakin left him in control, and he's using them, just to kill them off. And then what I really liked about that episode, or is when this particular episode, is when the clones finally figure out that they're being used, and it's the first time that you see in any of the seasons that you see a Jedi who is now turned, who's not necessarily a Sith, but it's a very dark episode, one of the darker episodes of the Clone Wars series, and I like the way the clones react to the whole thing. They're like, you know what, we're not listening to this guy, and they even though they're programmed to follow the general's orders, they're like, no, we're being killed off here, and then you see that they get their own ideas behind it. Yep. So yeah, really cool episode. All right, man. Your turn.
Number 2, Boba Fett getting his armor back in the Mandalorian.
That's a good one.
That was just sick. Like, you keep hearing how, he's a badass bounty hunter, so let's see it. And damn, did we get to see it.
That is a good one. That
one was badass.
Yeah, I definitely jumped out of my seat on that one.
Yeah, that one had you sitting up and hitting rewind.
Yeah, that was really cool, man. Let's see, we got in the chat. We got Rude Boy saying Clone Wars animated series, General Krause fights the Clone Troopers. Clones animated series, season 6, episode 2, conspiracy. Fives knows the truth. Clone Wars Rebels, Ahsoka fight against Darth Vader. Yeah, he's commenting off of on his the top picks. Those are awesome. Lego Carrison saying great picks.
I agree with him. TG Nitro.
Yeah, Star
TJ
Destroyer
Nitro.
passing onto the screen, chasing Tantive. Yeah, with Vader. Are we talking about Rogue One?
No, we're talking about A New Hope. The very first scene.
Yeah, that was a good one. Rogue One was a good one too, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lego saying, I love the creatures in Star Wars. So number 4 was the Rancor pit scene. Oh, yeah, that's a good one too. That was awesome when I first saw the Rancor. Another scene that I was just like, oh, shit.
Yep.
That was crazy. All right, number 1, man. I think number 1 we're gonna be in tune with, though. It's got to be, I'm Your Father.
Yep. That's my number 1. Yep.
Nothing more emotional than that.
One of the greatest reveals in cinematic history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was my ultimate favorite. I couldn't pull anything else out of my ass to replace that thing. And there's so many good moments in Star Wars, though, right? Like talking about Rogue One, Vader's appearance on the Tantive, right? Or I'm sorry, on the ship before the Tantive escapes.
And even before that, when they're doing the final push on Scarif, and you get all the fighters in from A New Hope that they're making their appearances, right? Yeah. And you're like, damn, look who it is.
Yeah, they really see, that's a good way to introduce those older characters, or those characters that we grew up with, man. So
because I remember I was like hitting my wife whenever they like Rogue Leader. It's like, oh damn, look.
Yeah. And they look like them. And I was like, they did such a good job with that, Yeah. But there are a lot of good moments.
So
many. And now with the animated series coming out with so many great episodes, I'm hoping the Bad Batch starts to bring some of that in here. Because the very first episode of the Bad Batch I felt was got to be another one of those. You got to see what happened at Order 66 from another point of view,
And telling, filling in some of the other stories. So you got Kanan in there, seeing him. Yeah. So, or even the scene when they first introduced Kenobi, when Kenobi has that talk with Luke in Star Wars or A New Hope, and he tells him about his father and the whole thing, the whole way that it was told, the music being played in the background. I mean, whenever I hear that line, I get goosebumps. So, it's great. I think one of the other ones too that always makes, I swear, brings a little tear to the eye, is when the ship's on fire and then R2's helping to put it out. When the Falcon has that little fire that breaks out when they're being shot at. I think it was in Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back?
Yep. And he puts it out. It's like, look, even the little guy's helping out.
R2, man. Yeah. Good stuff, man. I love Star Wars. So yeah, man, those are our top 5 picks. What else we got going on in the chat? We got Graham. Yes, the Boba comes back and the armor is a wow moment. Yeah, absolutely. He also says the scene for me was Luke's entrance in The Mandalorian. Yes. Oh, how can we forget that?
That was good.
How can we forget that? Have you guys seen the how they redid that and then they put in the
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, they put in the music from
from the Force theme.
The Force theme, yeah.
Yep.
It has an actual name. I just can't think of the name right now. I'm really getting old.
Or lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep. That Prime One Studio show kept me up too late. Damn it. And most of the time I know it right off the top of my head. But yes, the Force theme. It gives it more feels, I guess. The Great Dragon, that's a cool one too.
Yeah, that was a cool one to actually see one.
Yeah. Especially after playing the game for so long. Wait till we start playing Galaxies, man. Because when we go to Tatooine, they got Krayt Dragons there for us to hunt.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. I know not many people like the prequels, but I enjoy when Darth Maul.
Darth Maul's entrance when he lights up the other half of that lightsaber.
Yep. Dude, that was in my list, Jedi Shizzle. That was definitely like in my top 10 when he first comes out. You know, that was super cool. Because you never see
Darth Maul's fight. Anakin and Darth Maul's fight had the energy in that and the aggression.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great, man. But the Darth Maul thing, at that point, other than Vader and the Emperor, which growing up as a kid, I just knew it as Darth Vader and the Emperor. That's who I knew, you know? But I really didn't like think of them as like Sith. Those are the bad guys. But then you see, you hear the term Sith, and it's coined around everywhere as you're growing up. Then you see Darth Maul, and you actually see a Sith that is like fighting like that, in such an energetic, acrobatic fight. That it was like, wow, this is crazy. It's like, this is what Sith were like. Jin and Cassian on the beach. Yeah, that was a sad ending.
I will say from the newer movies, so The Force Awakens, the lake scene when the X-Wings are flying over the lake,
that was
and
cool.
then that quick battle,
like
playing Rogue Squadron and stuff on the N64, you always wanted to see like the fight from that perspective, and he delivered on it. Yeah,
they did a good job with that scene. For me, that the best part of that one, the most emotional scene for me, is when Han and Chewie get on the Falcon. That was when they said we're home. I got the feels on that part.
I get the feels whenever I see you hear people talk about it that were on set. Have you heard those stories?
No.
Oh, like when they were filming that scene, there's all the people on the outside and stuff and whatever's going on. They said when Harrison Ford walked on set and he was walking up there, like everybody stopped what they were doing. Nobody was working. And then they filmed it and he said that, and they said like everybody was crying.
Meanwhile, Harrison Ford said, "What are you crying for?"
Yeah.
I'm just playing this role. I want it to be over already.
Are you killing me now?
Yeah, when are you killing me? See Outlaw Pete's comment?
That's why they dropped it. Yeah, I saw him.
Freaking Outlaw. I bet you got a tattoo of Jar Jar on your back. Hey, Carillion Corrector, how you doing, man? Hope you have a good weekend also, buddy. Best scene in Empire Strikes Back, seeing the AT-AT on Hoth approaching the Echo base. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was really dope. General Radis, when he says Rogue One, may the Force be with you. Yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah, knowing that they're not going to get out of there.
Yeah, that was very emotional, man. That Rogue One, man, was probably the most emotional I've been in a Star Wars movie since Return of the Jedi, really. Because the prequels didn't get me like that. Like, I thought they were really cool, and I had a great time watching them. I don't dislike the prequels at all, but I didn't have that feeling at the end when he turns to Vader, that I was like, man, this feeling of sadness. I just knew, I expected it to happen because I knew he had to get to that role, But seeing what happened on the other one was great. Used to know it. This dude's too much, man. Dude's too much. All right. Well, that's about it for your Star Wars Church Day. I hope you guys enjoyed the sermon.
What do you guys want to hear us talk about? Maybe some things you want to see in the future?
Next episode, please let me know in the comments. And that's about it, though, man. I'm going to go find out what my kids are doing, make sure they haven't destroyed the house.
I'm going to go work on the other house and then get some stuff done so I can get this room switched around.
And then we have to pick a day on when we're actually going to get down and do these models, man. Because I got my models ready, dude. Look. See, man? I got my model ready. I had it ready this past week for you, bro. Just want to be building.
I got picked up 2 more X-Wings yesterday.
So we're going to be having a live stream similar to our Lego live stream that we're going to be building models, and hopefully not gluing our fingers together in the process.
We shouldn't, because if you are, you're doing it wrong.
I know.
You save that for your Legos.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us for another episode of the Cantina Chat here on the Hyperdrive. Until next time, guys, have a great weekend, and may the Force be with you.
Peace.